are gonna do the thing, man. This is the Manon thing that gets us cooked. It's the thing that makes people go on Twitter and say she's hot doodoo. You can't be doing this. I'm not taking it. Nope. Not as a Masters player, bro. This right here, we don't even gotta do DPs, bro. This is what allows us to get put on Twitter talking about Manon needs help, Manon needs buff, whoop-de-woo. We's good. We just need to play a little bit different. Alright, so we are doing a recording on my next of kin, you feel me? And we're doing a Masters one this time around, and wow, okay. I like this. I actually really like this. The fact that you went for the L command grab, because it does go the furthest, on top of which is an area where they generally won't jump. But with that being said, you might want to hold off on that option for just a little bit. The next time it happens, don't go for it, just to keep them in check. Yeah, that's fine. You got a little forwarded. So we are going to be doing a Masters one this time. Nice, great, confirmed. We are going to be doing a Masters one this time just because, you know, we've been doing a lot of Platinums, but I want to go through a couple of my Masters folk, and, you know, we can all improve, even myself. We all have areas to improve, and we're going to be going through this. Okay, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What did you try pressing here? Okay, yeah. What I'm going to say is don't tech. Okay? At this range, at this point, don't tech. It's too early in the game to start doing stuff like tech, okay? Alright, you got hit. Tech again. Hold on. Did you try teching twice? Or am I in an illusion? No, you did try teching twice. Yeah, stop teching. And you teched the third time. Stop teching. It's not a good idea. So if you're on this video, I'm sure you need some help. I Lord know I did at some point. So here's the thing. You want your favorite players to come and coach you, but let's be real. They charging like $200 per hour. You don't need that. But what I got you good. I'll give you some free coaching, and what does that mean? That means you drop your CFN down below. I'll go watch your recent ranked matches. I'll assess them, let you know things you can work on, as well as things you can practice in the lab in real time to help you improve. And yeah, I'm not your favorite pro, but I'm available. You know, those pros are not available. So once again, drop your CFN down below. I'll take a look. I'll help you out. And hey, even if I don't help, it was free. You didn't lose anything. Not like the $50, $60 sessions the others be charging. Once again, drop your link down below and back to the video. Okay, so after this point, I would even argue at 3. Just play the game normally. Play the game without forcing hit grab. Okay? Why do I say this? Is because you're gonna naturally get to the 4 and the 5, but after 3, you generally want to stop committing to the hit grab. It's just a lot of meter that's coming off of you. I would prefer that you just push them towards the corner. That way they get trapped in a scenario where they feel like they gotta jump or walk forward. That's where you hit them with crouching medium kick. That's where you hit them with standing heavy punch. That's where you hit them with standing heavy kick. Okay, controlling. I noticed quite a few jumps so far. But okay, you got 4, but at this point you don't want to force it anymore. Now you just want to play the game. Very careful. Be very careful with these types of jumps, man. This is premium, you know, jump territory. You actually went for it, but just messed up the input, and it was unfortunate. But okay. All right. Okay, Browns. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. I do it sometimes. Okay, I like the fact. I like this. I really like this. The fact that you didn't go for the same thing again. Okay, it just makes sure that, you know, you're cycling your options, making sure that they have to think about what they have to do. Okay, I would prefer that if you were gonna go for light kick into jump light kick into crouch jab, I would prefer you just did light kick command grab. It's a lot harder to see. It's more likely, like, if you're going through your opponent's head, think of it as if you're fighting Manon, right? If someone does like one jab, you're more likely to jump than off of a light kick. Feel me? Okay, you mash. That's good. Okay, now this is a little bit of a micro situation here. Okay, why do I say go for back heavy punch hit grab? Because it leaves you closer. Okay, when it leaves you closer, you can actually do drive rush into medium punch, and you can enforce a little bit more pressure this way. If you go for straight command grab, you have to do drive rush heavy punch, and then if they try to DI, there's a smaller window for trying to punish it, and it's a little bit more shifty, you know. And you also have options like drive rush medium kick. You have options of drive rush crouching medium kick off of hit grab, so it's just a little bit better. It puts you a little bit closer, so it leaves you in a little bit more advantage. Okay, yeah, like for instance, that setup would have been a lot better if you went for hit grab. Okay, also I think you should consider doing like delaying it slightly into EX if you're gonna go for this. It's unfortunate. Please don't tech. You're trying to delay tech a little bit too much, man. Too much teching is getting you in trouble. That was a good hit. Now, this is something that I'm incorporating myself actually, where if I'm pressing crouching medium punch, then I'm also simultaneously buffering in parry, just so that I can, if I touch him on block or on hit, I can confirm it, right? Yeah, those jumps. Tacking, you see what I mean? Tacking is getting you in trouble. Just be very wary of when you're trying to tech. Okay, I've really come to a point where teching is you're gonna do the thing, man. This is the Manon thing that gets us cooked. It's the thing that makes people go on Twitter and say she's hot doodoo. You can't be doing this. Round start, low slide gets us cooked more times than it succeeds. Okay, we gotta play the neutral with him. Unfortunate, yes, I know, but we gotta play the neutral with him. What I was getting at before, I forgot my train of thought, but I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. Okay, let's not try and tech. Teching way too much. Teching is the issue here. And for those who don't know what teching is when you try to break a throw by throwing. Okay, the reason why it's getting him in trouble a lot of the time is because the opponent is now a little bit more wary of the fact that he likes our main hero likes to press throw on wake up. So then he's kind of jumping or backdashing in order to bait it out. So it's getting you in a couple of scenarios that is not very great. And teching again, you see where you're starting to see a consistent issue. Okay, here, what are we looking for? The reason why I say this, and this is a great example of what I mean by, like, even us Masters players, like, we gotta know what we're looking for, right? We can't be walking around dashing, whatever. So here you dash, and you dash into a space where you can either get hit by low forward, you can get hit by like medium or heavy donkey kick in a relatively safe range, or rather light donkey kick in a safe range, and then you get hit by one, right? That's what I mean by what are we looking for while we're in the neutral right here. When we're here is important. Okay, because what happens here, if we get the whiff punish here, and I know you have the ability to whiff punish you, okay, if we get the whiff punish here, then we can take them. We get the like, let's say medium kick, standing medium kick, or standing medium punch, drive rush, crouching medium punch, back heavy punch into quarter circle back medium kicks. Okay, then we take him to the corner. From the corner we can control the space. Okay, here we unfortunately get hit. He's gonna pull up. You tech again. That's a great one. And yes, this is a good practice. You did it here, which is amazing, but in the other case you didn't do it, but it's fine. Okay. It'll get about like 40%, which is not particularly bad. Then you got to drive rush pull up, crouching medium kick. Okay, just not to really do too much, but just to check that space. Teching again, and you're gonna die to teching. Yep. Once you it's something that it's gonna take a little bit of time. Maybe you nasty with it, right? Maybe you're just gonna get it mad quick, but it's teching that it's really starting to hurt you, and this opponent is really taking advantage of the fact that you like to delay tech on wake up a lot. So let's go on to the second game. Let's see where else we can adjust. Maybe there's a couple of he's not really doing any Ryu things per se, but with that being said, let's go on to the next one. So overall, we're still just getting started, and we're all learning. Okay, this is what I wanted to get across, is that we're all learning, we're all trying to get better, and there's no particular rush. Okay, this is fine. You got hit by a DP. Teching again. You got to eat these throws, man. Great parry. Pull up, nice check. Okay. I'm not taking it. Nope, not as a Masters player, bro. This right here, we don't even gotta do DPs, bro. You're in peak spacing, okay? Even from here, I would even ask a little bit more of you. Quarter circle forward, EX kicks, okay? Into a conversion into another metal, okay? We're gonna expect more of you with this. Sure, we can, if we're like really off base, you know what I'm saying, we're like a little bit off, we're not we've been playing for a while, we're a little not optimal. I expect an attempt. As a Manon player, we do not let people jump in on us for free. If it's crossed up, that's another story entirely, but it is a pure bona fide jump. We do not let these go. Okay, yeah. And then you want to do the grab again? Did you? No, you just wanted to do heavy punch. Okay, which is fine. Okay. A lot of teching, man. Right. This is unfortunate. Okay. So when someone's watching this, here's my thing. When someone's watching this, they're gonna see that he's taking a lot of throws and be like, yeah, he's killing it. He's taking a lot of throws. We're gonna get into what we're seeing right now. But the thing is that the more often you do this, even our opponent isn't really awake to this, but he's kind of like inadvertently just doing it, but he's baiting your throws, and whenever he baits your throws, you get hurt. Ryu hurts in this game, okay? We can't be teching this often. You want to know why you're struggling? It's because you're teching. Just be a little bit more comfortable blocking it out. And with that being said, this I do not like. We do not do this, okay? This is what we call YOLOing the situation because we're uncomfortable in the neutral, okay? That is a very long title, but it is okay. We cannot do this. This is not gonna help you get up to like that 16 MR type situation, okay? This is what allows us to get put on Twitter talking about Manon needs help, Manon needs buff, whoop-de-woo. We's good, we just need to play a little bit different. And then it gets blown up. We get taken to the corner. You try teching again, and then he drops the combo. Kill him. At least take a meter. Back heavy punch, EX spin follow up. Back heavy punch, heavy up kick into light hit grab. Or you could do that too. I mean, like, but you have the meter. It'll, Okay, it's just me. It would have brought you closer. You would have had the meter. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I guess. Yeah. It was your turn to dance, man. It was your turn to dance. So you see them on the crouching, and there are a couple of micro things you got to do with the character. Round start jump wouldn't suggest it. That's a good hit. Like I said, once you're at 3, just take him to the corner. Okay? Through the natural course of things, you're gonna get the extra 2. Okay, I would here focus more on the Oki type of situation than getting more hit grabs or command grabs. All right. Okay, that's a good check. Yeah. Just I would prefer just take the damage. Here you should be checking the space with medium. I'll show it in the lab, but here's what another thing that I would really want Manons to start doing. Here is your prime time space. You control this so unbelievably well. Here, micro up forward, then you crouching medium kick. Okay, it spaces you out. If they try to do a crouching medium kick, it's gonna whiff. Bah! You grab them with heavy punch. Okay, they try to jump, you pull them down. Time to mix. Okay, unfortunately you get hit. You tech. Okay, we gotta. As much as we can, we gotta try and snipe drive rush. Okay, as much as we can. You know, in this situation, they're gonna try and get out of one of. They're gonna try to skip neutral here. We gotta be aware of this, and they're gonna try it. Okay, we have to be prepared to crouch and medium punch this. Why crouch and medium punch? Because crouch and medium punch has a little bit of a disjoint to it, so it makes it a little bit harder to actually hit or trade or whatever have you, right? So that's something that we gotta incorporate in the gameplay. We gotta have it. It's so minute, but it takes you a long way, right? Because then you snipe this, then you slide. From there, you know, you drive rush, back heavy punch, check him and see if he's trying to mash or whatever have you. You get your options. But unfortunately, you went for parry, which is not a terrible option either, technically. But I think you're showing parry a little bit too often instead of trying to check it. And I get it. There's a fear there for sure. Let me just see what he drive rushed with. So you drive rush medium punch. Okay. Okay, he punches you. Attacking again. Anytime he gets close to you, you're pressing tech. Okay. That's good. Now, how do you close this out? Let's assess the situation here, okay? You got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we dunked him, okay? Cool, we's cooking. He ain't got no drive meter, okay? He doesn't have any super meter, okay? Here, me personally, okay? I'm going for the overhead. I'm decreasing this however I can. I'm going for the overhead check, okay? He woke up, heavy punch, which that would have been a counter hit, and if it's a counter hit, you get light kick into up kicks, which is GG's. So my question to you is, he has no drive meter, he has no super meter, so what are we afraid of? That is the optimal check right there. So if he blocks it, if he happens to block it, right, we still get the chip. We get a little bit more chip. We're spaced out in the situation. Okay, we are in peak form to finish this game off. Okay, we check him like that. Let's say he blocks it. I'm still in number one. He sees the plus frames are different in Burnout, so even if we're a little bit closer, it doesn't even matter, right? Check him with it. If he happens to mash, it's a counter hit. This is GG's. For me, this is GG's. Overhead, if he blocks it, we would need to check it, but it would make him fairly close where you could do something like up kicks into you can do the double kicks, quarter circle back medium kick in that scenario. Depending on how much how life he has left, you can just chip him out that way. Okay, crushing medium punch, man. Crushing medium punch. So the reason why you don't use crouching medium punch and most Manons don't use crouching medium punch or my crouching medium kick is because it's not cancelable. Yeah. Whatever. But it's such a good button for checking the space, my brother. I'm telling you, incorporate it. Trust the button. It's good. Okay, we whiffed. Okay, no. Why are you throwing? Just walk him. It's fine. No! Oh, oh, okay. I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles. You see, the reason why I'm in more shambles is because, you know, this is my character. This is the only character that I will like lab to the end of the earth, right? So then it hurts me to see my brethren hurt, man. It does. Let's get on to the homework section. We got some micro things to deal with, and we'll clear them through, okay? All right, so in the homework section, let's first and foremost, we gotta deal with the neutral situation here, okay? With that being said, you want to start using your crouching medium kick. Okay, now the reason why you want to start using your crouching medium kick is because it's such a strong neutral tool. You can control it so well, and ideally what you want to be slowly starting to do is like want to make them feel as though either they have to jump, or we catch them with this, or we catch them with this, or we, you know, kind of make them want to walk back. And eventually we're going to keep walking them back, and they're going to keep choosing to walk back until either they try to make a decision, try to force a low forward, and then from there we kind of hit them with this, or we catch them with this, right? We want to make sure they feel super uncomfortable in the neutral. Our buttons are quite good. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? Our buttons are quite good, and then we eventually force them to the corner. Now, when we force them into the corner, it makes them feel super uncomfortable with everything. And notice how once you do this, it whiffs, blah, 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 woo, woo, right? Now, let's say they chose, instead of on block, instead of EX Shoryuken, so let's say they went for a crouching medium kick because, you know, they're going to try and get out the corner using crouching medium kick. It whiffs, then we hit them for it. See what I'm saying? We control the space like that. That's what makes it such a strong tool. See what I'm saying? You want to hit them for it, then it becomes so much stronger, and then we can get our offense started that way. Okay, it is such a strong tool to make sure that you're successful. Okay, there was another situation where is there any way to get perfect parry like consistently, or I just have to be nasty with it? Okay, let's say we set them to jump, and then okay, let's say we set them to jump, donkey kick. Okay, let's see if we can get this here. You went for, essentially you went for command grab afterwards, right? And now there's no particular issue with this, except I'm not gonna get it. Let's be honest here. I'm not nasty with it, parry like that. Okay, so essentially what you went for was, instead of going for back heavy fist into a thing, you went for command grab, which technically is not the worst of choices. But with that being said, right, you kind of want to make sure that your options are a little bit better. Okay, so if you command grab, right, they're a lot further out than if you went for hit grab. Okay, hit grab actually leaves them closer. Now the reason why I say regardless you're gonna get it, now the reason why I say to go for the hit grab instead is because you want to be able to pull up like this. Okay, and if you're able to pull up like this, then you're also able, one second here, you're also able to get a follow-up. Oh my goodness, you're also able to get the follow-up into the slide like so, and then you're able to keep pressuring them. Okay, as opposed to when you do this, technically you still do have an option, right? We still can pull them in like that, but it is not as strong an option as for when you're trying to deal with DI. So let's say people like to use DI on wake up to kind of deal with her options. Let's say you go for this, right? If you do this, it's so much easier, as opposed to if you go for command grab. We have to be very, I have practiced it a lot, so it's going to be a little bit better in my case. But essentially, because you can't do it too quickly, because if you do it too quickly, you're going to get a second heavy punch, so it's going to pull them back in, right? So you have to space it out properly, and in the heat of a match, it can be a little bit more difficult. So that's why I say to go for the hit grab a little bit more often. Okay. Also, you are teching way too much, man. You're hitting tech way too much. It was almost every single knockdown you were trying to press delay tech. No. At a certain point, you're gonna have to accept the fact that it's a thing and you're gonna have to hold it. Okay. And it's perfectly fine to block. Okay. We have to get, us as a player, we're gonna have to get our defense. If we're gonna play a character that does not have an EX reversal, we're gonna have to tighten up our defense. We can't just be delaying tech the entire time. Okay. And with that being said, I would much rather you, let's say you're trapped in the corner and you're getting throw looped. Okay. I would much rather you take a risk by pressing jump forward than you trying to tech. At the very least, let's think about it, okay? If you try to jump forward and they hit a button and you get comboed, at the very least, you're not getting punished, countered, comboed, right? And on top of which, some people like the neutral jump, so then you'll even catch them in the air, catch them in the air to air, and even whatever have you, right? But the important part is that I would rather you jump, because if you jump, at least if you get hit, you're not getting perfect punish, counter, punished, you know? That's why I say you should go for that option. On top of which, I also feel as though once you get to the 3 medal point, depending on where you are, like let's say we're actually mid screen, I'd prefer you did this. That way they're right in your face. Okay, let's be very accurate here. That way they're right in your face, and then they have to deal with you. You know what I mean? As opposed to going for command grab all the time. I prefer that you chose this option. Or if you're a little bit closer to the corner, let's say you're about here, and then you take them to the corner, and then you can meaty them, right? So that's kind of the thing that I want you to start implementing, is that after the 3rd one, you're going to naturally get to the 4th and 5th one. That's by playing the game, perfect parry, grab, that sort of thing, right? And even if you ever get to the point where you start implementing EX spin, which has upper body invul at from frames 3 to frames 26. Okay, so you have upper body invul. It's not frame 1, but it is frame 3, so it makes it a little bit easier to interrupt people's strings, especially if they're autopiloting. Okay, that's very important. Now, with dealing with drive rush, there was a certain situation where he came in like that, right? I want you to get a little bit more comfortable dealing with drive rush, because I know it's a little bit hard and you're gonna have to choose your options. I would say vary your options between going for parry and going for, say, crouching medium punch or spin. Now the reason why I say spin, like I said, punish counter. See what I mean? So this will work. Okay, but this only works provided it's not a low. Okay, so like I said, it's upper body, so it has to be a low button. It is a very strong tool that you can start implementing in your game that will allow you to catch people off guard, especially when they kind of just want to come at you crazy. Feel me? So this is also a tool you can use across the board for any characters that like to really drive rush medium punch, like Jury, like Cammy. Guile has the forward kick. He sometimes does upside down kick. These are all good options to deal with them. Okay, with that being said, when you're in neutral and you're trying to catch it, I want you to be, if you look at my inputs, I'm putting in parry. Okay, now the reason why I'm putting in parry is because if I happen to catch, I get the combo. Okay, however, if I whiff, I don't get anything. See what I mean? So that's why I want you to start implementing that. Okay, the next thing, I'm gonna reprimand you here because I do not like the fact that you were going for this round start or to close out situations. We don't go for this. Okay, I would much rather you went for this. If they block it, you're still gonna get blown up, but with that being said, if you get caught doing this, it is truly over. You will get your joint blown up. So again, I would much rather you get into a little bit more of a comfortable range, hit sweep, as opposed to trying to go for slide. Okay, The last thing but not least, there was a situation that really set me off, and that was the situation where your opponent was like 5 or 6 health. Okay. Now, with that being said, they were also in Burnout, just starting the adventure of Burnout. Meanwhile, you were almost done your Burnout. Okay, so what had happened? Let's see. You got a level 5 grab off. Okay, and their health was about, let's say here. No, it was about here. Try this again. Nope. I love Manon. Not that. Let's say about here. Okay. Yeah. Let's even go. Damn, this character is great. I love this character. Let's say 40%. Okay. It might be even more than that. I love this character, man. Okay, this is an appropriate amount. Okay, so you got the grab off. Then we're here. Okay. Your meter is about here. You got the grab. Now, what do? We know that he woke up Heavy Punch. Okay, let's see what happens when they try to wake up Heavy Punch in this situation. Okay, so we're gonna set them to wake up reversal, and their wake up reverse yes, their wake up reversal will be standing Heavy Punch. So what happens if they go for a standing Heavy Punch? They die. Okay, now let's say they don't. Let's say they block it. Okay, if they block it, now they're in a situation where if you touch them, they die. So what happens here? Boom, dead. Okay, they're gone. Let's say after this, okay, we go for boom, then we go for then they're dead. You see what I mean? Let's even say that, like, at this point we're taking them away. They feel like they have to do something, you know, controlling the pace of the match. They feel like they have to do something, and they're dead. This is what I mean by controlling the chip out situation. Okay, so if you know that they're here, okay, and especially if they're in Burnout, this is so strong. Okay, on top of which you didn't really have any meter to really be contesting you like that. Your meter was, or you were about to get back in, but the first thing that you went to was backing off. This is why I had a big issue with it. Okay, so those were all the things that I wanted to go over. Once again, thank you for the replay. You know, I really appreciate you popping out and saying, hey, as a master, I need help as well as anyone who wants any sort of help. I am more than willing to do so. And as well as let me know in the comments down below if you want a Discord, because I'm dancing around with the idea so that I can interact with you guys on a more constant basis, and any trouble or anything that you're going through, I can actually boot up the game and possibly help if I have the time. Alright, once again, drop the CFNs down below, and thank you for watching. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.